Bright lights. It was decided at the April 2021 council meeting. Clement Stilson, councillor and all-round good guy, was given carte blanche, managership and a generous budget from an anonymous donor. The project? The lasting commemoration of village notables from throughout the historically documented ages. Always a speedy worker when it came to spending the council's money, for who knew when inflation rates might rise, and project prices with them. Councillor Stilson tasked a local artist, then requested Murgatroyd and Co. erect the commissioned creations. They were cemented into place only 6 months later. Clement Stilson surveyed the creations, and he found them to be good, more than good. They were flipping spectacular. "Darling, they are stupendous," Clement Stilson's wife shrieked, "and each one's so different." Clement nodded with enthusiasm and slapped his arm around Eileen's shoulder. "All mine," he thought. "This project will make my name, and the village's. It will be immortalised for as long as it stands, and longer." Critics had insisted that Councillor Stilson was insane to create such a singular tourist attraction in the 1,000-person village of Drachenrigg, and many complained to the council itself about the extent and details of the project, but still he continued. And that afternoon he stood proudly with one arm around Eileen and the other on his hip. "Yes, dear," he said. "They are rather good, aren't they?" Illuminated displays weren't anything new. Clement remembered his honeymoon and the illuminations of Blackpool in autumn. He thought of those in almost every town and city centre at Christmas time. However, rarely were such displays as impressive as these. Critics claimed the project was foolish and born more of whimsy than of decency and a love of history. But Clement didn't see it like that. Clement knew that he had more than fulfilled the criteria of his project. He looked again. Topping 20-feet-high poles were artfully placed illuminated model creatures with tails wrapped and mouths agape. 100 dragons. After all, Drachenrigg was born of dragon legend, and these kaleidoscopic creations were compelling candidates for being village notables, as well as being artistry in the extreme. Their town, Drachenrigg, their legendary dragons. The high street glowed with colour that day, and for every further day. Visitors came from that country, and even from far beyond. Money that should have been spent on a bronze statue in the park or a commemorative well had been spent on myth, fantasy and scales on twisted glass creatures. They even drew the secret interest of the 3 remaining cave dragons, who'd sometimes fly into town to enjoy their doppelgangers. And this would be Clement Stilson's spectacular legacy. That was Bright Lights, a short story by Lesley Atherton.